All right, how's everyone doing? I am Rich Celenza. Thanks for checking out my channel. So what I want today's video to be really about is asking you, if you're in your 40s and 50s, are you fat? So, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. I used to be very heavy in my mid-20s, late 30s, early 30s. I know what it is to be heavy, all right? And I kind of know what it is when it kind of creeps up on you as well. And believe me, I was working out a ton back then. And I was working out with a lot of heavy weights. I wasn't doing a lot of cardio, obviously, but I definitely know what it is to be up in the, say, 250-pound mark. Also, just carrying around a lot of that weight, right? And I'm here to tell you, I think, you know, I don't know if you watched any of my previous videos, I should say, is I think the average man starting from 35 to maybe 70 gains about a pound a year or something like that. I can't remember the study, but a lot of men don't realize as they're aging, they're getting heavier. They may actually realize they're getting heavier, but not maybe to the level that it's heading. And I see this with a lot of my friends, especially in their late 40s and their 50s. That beach ball starts to evolve. And this goes for, listen, a lot of my friends, family members, and colleagues work out too. But they still start to get that stomach. And, you know, I don't think they notice it as much because a lot of times, let's just say for photos, a lot of times they're standing up. They may be going to doings and they're taking photos, and for the most part, they're standing up. They also may be wearing clothes a lot of times that kind of covers up their belly. And again, of course, they know they're kind of gaining weight, but when they sit down, I think that is what a lot of these guys, including myself at one time when I sat down, I didn't realize how heavy I looked. Right, your just stomach sticks out because for the most part, a lot of times we're not taking pictures of ourselves. Also, we're in front of a mirror a lot of times. Again, we're standing, we're not sitting. What I talk a lot about is how to gain weight or how to lose weight in my videos a lot of times. And a lot of that is about taking your time, right? If you've gained a substantial amount of weight, you know, over the years, it didn't most likely happen very quickly unless maybe you're on meds or something happened to you physically. That's a different story. But it took time to gain that weight. Just like it's going to take time to lose your weight if you want to lose weight. But if you are exercising and you're kind of getting that belly, especially for the dudes in the 40s and 50s, what we're going to have to figure out is how do we lose the weight, get down to the weight we prefer, also a healthier weight. And, you know, regardless if you work out or not, I should say, we need to figure that out, okay? And here's the thing too. A lot of times I talk about just getting out there, doing more, being more physical, I guess you could say. You also have to understand when it comes to eating, you're gonna have to back up maybe on your portions, obviously. But you gotta start maybe concentrating on that midsection, especially if you work out, because a lot of guys, again, you're gonna be working out, they'll do chest, shoulders, buys, tries, right? Sometimes legs. Even if, say, they're outside doing different types of activities, right? They're not focusing in on that core, that stomach area. And again, I was one of those dudes. So I just want to do a video here. If you are gaining that weight, getting fatter, we got to put the brakes on it because the older you get, a lot of times the harder it is to burn that shit off. You know, if you're gaining a substantial amount of weight, right? If you're 30, 40, 50 pounds overweight, you got to realize it's not just about your stomach. You got to think about your heart. You got to think about your joints, you know, your hips, your knees, your ankles. I talk about it all the time, man. You're not a lot of times thinking of that, your lower back. And again, it may not destroy you now, say in your 40s or 50s, but you got to think about when you're in your 60s, 70s, if you want to live it up until your 80s. What is all this weight doing to you? You're carrying it. What's it doing to your skin, right? What's it doing to your other organs? And again, like I told you, I've been there. And I had weight fluctuating issues throughout most of my life. I literally go 200, 230, 210, 250, 230, back to 240, up and down all over the place. And the one thing I think that I finally got a hold of, which changed my life, is getting consistent and kind of sticking to a certain weight. And, you know, I can tell a big difference if I gain 10 or 15 pounds very quickly, especially with my cardio. So, you know, a lot of us, you know, as we age, we even back up on working out, or we don't test our cardio a lot because we're not out, say, playing or outside like when we're kids. We're not playing sports, all these different types of things. So we don't know how weak our cardio is or how out of shape we really are because, again, we're not doing things. The one thing you may do is kind of go up and down stairs, let's say, for instance, and you feel a little winded, and then in a few seconds it goes away. please start paying attention to all those things. And we definitely want to get to a weight where you feel comfortable. And I'm going to give you a quick hint on how to do this. I've been putting up a lot of videos too on wardrobe. If you're somebody who wants to lose some weight, let's start building up that wardrobe to go that way. I talk about buying clothes that are actually, you know, one size smaller than what actually fits you. And same with pants, going out and buying pants that are a size, you know, maybe smaller, an inch or two. Just starting off small and making sure you fit in those clothes, and we're heading in that direction. Because what happens with a lot of people is, you know, you started heading into heavier direction, which you started to get pants or shorts that were bigger, shirts maybe that were bigger. It could be a suit, whatever the case may be. You kept getting bigger clothes. Right there should have been a sign like, hey, I got to put the brakes on here. I got to go the other way. And that's what I'm going to tell you you should start doing with your wardrobe. Let's start going the other way. Let's not keep buying sizes that are one above you or the size you are. We want to go one size below what you are and make sure we can fit in those clothes in a certain amount of time. That doesn't mean you got to fit in them in a week. It may take a month, it may take a couple months, but at least we're heading in that direction. And that's kind of a guideline. A lot of people just go by a scale a lot of times, which is great, but a lot of people get really nervous and hate getting on a scale. So if you're one of those people, you can kind of direct your body, I guess you could say, like I was just saying, by your wardrobe. That's going to determine if you truly are getting, most likely, smaller or losing weight. Not completely, but at least it's some type of guideline. And then once you start getting that momentum of losing some weight, then you get on the scale and go, holy shit, you know, I lost 5 pounds or 10 pounds, and don't get discouraged. I don't care if you lose 1 pound a month. That's the direction we want to be heading in, not gaining 1 pound, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Even if that's a week, month, or year, we want to go the other way if we're looking to lose weight. All right? Wow. I was only going to make a short video. I went on and on and on, man. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you get a chance, subscribe. I got a podcast, The Rich Celenza Show. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Like I said, I was putting up a lot of videos on fitness, but also wardrobe. So if you're looking for some pointers, man, on, you know, how to dress a certain way or how to shop and save money, and just kind of stylize yourself affordably, definitely check out my videos. All right, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best.